Welcome back, another part of my travels to IMM. A few bits, sorry for lack of updates. I don't know if any of you people have seen the pictures. Got some rubber. They're off at my mate's, being fitted now over the next day or so. So hopefully get the wheels back and rubbers on. Got to double check for wheel arches. I think I've chosen some wheel arches to do for now. And the bonnet, and maybe doing hydro dipping. That's still on the card, so we're playing that out. Got to go check with the guys whether they can do it in time and stuff. So again, this is still all up in the air. This is just me at least just doing something, just taking my mind off the pickup just for the moment until IMM's out of the way, and then I can get back onto that. Obviously this is the daughter's car, so she always wanted a few things done to it. So yeah, what have we arrived? Have some parts arrived, so let's just go through them anyway. First part, these P700 headlights. Bit snazzy, bit different. Well, maybe not different because a few people are doing them now anyway. But yeah, I think they can fit standard bulbs, but I might get some LED ones. But yeah, they technically fit in the standard headlight units as always. So yeah, that's a little bit different. I don't really like those, what they call, I think they're cat's eye ones or whatever. But yeah, so as soon as I actually smashed one of these on the front wall, they needed replacing anyway. So yeah, we might pop them in and have a look at what they got, what they look like. I can't find my flathead screwdriver, so I'm going to leave those headlights for the moment. Also bought just a new brakes, calipers, discs and stuff. Got them from Midland Sports Classic Limited. No way in referring to that, I'm just letting you know where I got these from. They do like, it's like a £120 kit, which is just standard discs and everything, and just standard calipers for 8.4. They did a slightly uprated one with some EBC brake pads and some slightly grooved discs, and I spent the extra 20 odd quid to get that instead. So let's pop open the boxes and see what's in them. There we go. Yeah, so nothing too special. This is where all the people go. It makes no difference anyway. Just having holes drilled in it, but hey ho. I fell for the gimmick. Go for the looks. So yeah, just standard 8.4 discs, grooved and drilled. We've got Recon calipers as well. I don't think obviously they do original Lockheed or whatever, they could be original, whatever, but you know, they're Recon as well. Got to be much better than the sticky caliper I've already got at the moment. But yeah, so at least they're all fresh and looking nice. So we might actually just work on the driver's side. I won't show you the pads, not really much there. I've got clips and bobs and bits and bobs. I think it even came with new back plates as well, on the back of the hub. So anyway, let's see what we can do. Okay, split pin comes out. Buzz this off with a buzz gun if you've got one. If not, use a big lever bar, breaker bar. Get somebody to put your foot on the brake, always worth doing that, or do it before the wheel comes off. Sometimes you can get through to these depending on your wheels. So yeah, I think the other side's left hand, right hand thread, so be careful when you take them off, just double check. I can't remember now. We'll find out when we do the other side, but plenty of other proper videos out there. Oh, could do some new shocks on the front of this really as well. Anyway, let's get this off. Couple of bolts that hold the caliper on, and then it does come with these new shields as well, so we may have a look, try to put them on, but to be honest, sometimes, not saying they are bad until we try them, but sometimes stuff you get off eBay isn't quite as good as the original stuff. Right, let's get this off. Okay, calipers off, just resting on the tie bar, should move that in a minute. Replace your flexi hoses if you're going to, if they need perishing or whatever. Ideal time to replace them. And then yeah, this just comes off now. Boop, boop, boop. And there's your backing plate. So we'll see what the one comes like in the box, see if it looks any better. Just give things a few brush up. Don't lose the tapered washer. And yeah, Roger Wilco. Okay, just buzz these off. Mostly are worth doing again while they're on the car with brake calipers on if you don't have a buzz gun or whatever. And otherwise you've got to then try and clamp the old disc in some vise or put a bar through the studs to try and get a bit of angle on them. But that's that done. So yeah, we'll have to reuse this drive flange obviously to go on the new brakes. So we'll give it a wire wheel up and maybe just a little bit of Hammerite, I think, just to clean some of this stuff up. Might just clean some of this hub up as well. Put a bit of a smooth white Hammerite on stuff just to give it a bit more lasting. Okay, new drive shaft, not new drive, old drive flange, a little bit of paint on it. Just simply enough to line up the holes, bit of copper grease, bolt them back on, can torque them up to whatever the manual says. Think I've got the discs on the right way. Rotate round, but I know I think there's lots of arguments on the internet about which way disc brakes go round. I don't know if it really makes any difference, but anyway, I'll let other people get involved in that. They look prettier this way. Yeah, let's get that bolted on and pop them on. There we go. So yeah, I think they're the right way around. I could Google it, but then I'm sure I've Googled it before and everyone's said the other way around and other ways around and other ways around. You're like, oh, I think that looks good. Vroom, vroom. Central fuel force thing spins out. I ain't got a clue. Because yeah, anyway, easy enough to spin round even if they are on. But yeah, got the caliper bolted on at the moment, just test fitting that. If you're reusing the existing hose, you might find that when you thread them in, actually the calipers, twist the hose as you're trying to put it on, because obviously it's just how each of the calipers are threaded differently, depth, where they start on the thread. So you may well have to loosen up this top nut a bit just to spin it round a little bit, because again, you don't want any twist in the hose. But yeah, if you fit in new hoses, not a problem anyway. Always worth just test fitting a few things, so just putting the old caliper on just to make sure that there's no reason why it's not, it's all central. I haven't put any pads in just yet. Just checking things. Last thing you want to do is stick all the pads in, try and figure out what's not going on. Because obviously a caliper's designed for vented discs, or it's come off a Metro or something like that. I've had that before. Things that come off the internet, they say they're for Mini, but actually they're for a slightly different version. So yeah, okay, not super duper big disc brakes, but they get me to stop, and they're pretty good anyway. They do. Can't see nothing behind the alloy wheels anyway. Make sure you get your calipers up the right way as well. Not that I've ever done that before, but bleed nipple at the top, and regardless of whatever calipers are, normally bleed nipple is pretty much at the top to make it allowed to air to bleed. Hey, what they call these are green stuff pads. EBC brakes. Everyone has their own preferences. I haven't got no preference. It just came with the kit. Please shout your preferences down below. But God, how small these things are compared to even modern brakes, aren't they? Unbelievable. I think even the earlier brakes were even smaller. It comes with these like 3M pads. They stick on the back of the pads to sort of, anti-rattle type, anti-shim sort of, squeal brakes, whatever, but so yeah, pretty sure they go on like that. Could read the instructions. Boop, boop. Double-sided. Pop them in. Couple of split pins. Bish bash bosh. Done. There we go. You got your metal spring that goes in first. Put the top pin in first. Bottom pin in at the bottom. Pin. Push them in. Helps just align all the pads. Bish bash bosh. And then you bend over your split pins. Yeah. All looking pretty good at the moment. All looking pretty good. So yeah, obviously not what came with an original Mini from factory. To apologise, but anyway, I think the brake disc can be easily replaced with standard ones later. Okay, let's call it for that video. Got to do the other side, saw the brake pipes, bleed it, and then yeah, we should be good to go. No more brake binding, which will be nice. Get a few more horsepower back, and yeah. So we'll do the headlights next time. Hopefully the wheels come back and we can do work on a few other things. Yeah. Anyway, short video, but thanks for all the support. And see you at IMM with a Mini or without a Mini. I'll be around. Come say hi.